Hey, baby dolls, we are moving through into the optimism phase for crypto cycle. There's still going to be some jitters around. But something I've noticed is, for some reason, despite every single piece of evidence telling you that the bears get killed after repetitive monthly candles, despite me telling you that, and then you seeing, oh my gosh, now that you've killed the bears, you go the other way. And it happens the opposite with the bulls as well. Too many red monthly candles kills the bull spirit, but then that's actually when Bitcoin's the cheapest, for example. Despite knowing all this, and despite being told price targets are really irrelevant, you're just preparing for the worst every single time and making sure you buy enough bags so that if you do get kind of scammed later on and the top signals appear earlier, you're ready. Despite all of that, still, what we see right now is the 6th green monthly candle. Now it's monthly candle number 7. People have not learned anything. I can believe it because I'm like, well, why would they learn? They never learn. But it's just, it's crazy. It's just, I can't believe it, man. It's like it's taking candy from a baby. Friends, we use even here 2021 at the top. Do you know how long the top lasted for? 90 days. So if you're bearish, you literally every single day, remember that's 3 time sessions in the day. Asia, Europe, America, 8-hour rotations. So every single continent wakes up and calls you an idiot. That's 3 times a day for 90 days. You're getting called an idiot 270 times. And that was the top. Those are the tops. Now that's the final blow off of the old season. But just telling you, like, that's it. You look like an idiot now? No, you don't. You look like a genius. Now you do in the future. So you always got to be thinking about the future. Now, funny, even knowing all this, even though we have a 6 green monthly candles, that's just Bitcoin's monthly candles. Crypto's nowhere near done. It's nowhere near done. We haven't got enough of the exit liquidity in yet. The final 60% of people. Jim Cramer hasn't made a show, or maybe any of these other few funny and cute type of top signals that might appear later on. So we're still long altcoins, of course, right? Fading the crowd consensus. But it's just, it's very striking that no one can put the pieces of the puzzle together here. But we're here. I'm showing you. Look, man, how many times I got to go through this? I mean, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 green candles, and then there's something that's going to happen around here. By the way, this monthly candle was April, and it was red. This was Coinbase IPO. The doom didn't even happen until May. But look at this as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 green monthly candles, and then this ends up being a poopy. You just have a time ago. Now, here's the thing, though. People will always go to these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 red, and then you smack back up. Yeah, we're ready. If you want to do a red monthly candle and then Bitcoin hits 180 to 100K this year, beautiful. The alt season that comes from that will be ginormous. And you will basically, yes, you have to basically get out. I know no one's going to get out, but you basically have to get out because it's just, we're planning for these. It's all these friends. You put your different scenarios out. You don't care about being right. You're like, hey, this is one of the things I planned for. So, friends, for example, if you're going for a picnic and you don't know, is it going to be hot? Are there clouds going to appear and it's going to be rainy? Are we going to be missing a table? Are there going to be too many people there? So we got to bring a tent. So you pack your gumboots and your umbrella. You bring like a tent because you want to have your picnic, okay? And also you bring a hat just in case it gets a bit too sunny. And then you go there and then it rains. And you got an umbrella. Does somebody go, you said it was going to be hot as well. You didn't have the right price call for the weather today. People look at you like, who are you, man? What are you smoking today? Share some with me. Okay. You're on some strong stuff, by the way. Very strong. Like, yes, I packed for hot weather, for raining. And in case there's too many people there, we need a tent or something. Yes, we don't know. It's the exact same thing as here. It's the exact same thing. Okay, but here's the thing, right? In the picnic example, you go to the picnic anyway. That's like being long. You understand? It's the same thing as in crypto. We're still long. It's just that, all right, which type of scenario are we going to get in long? So we know we're up, but I know, friends, with tongue in cheek, right? It's a family friendly show, but you know the drill by now. The drill is that people's minds, we think so linear. We're like, well, if we're winning a bit, that means we win. And if we're losing a bit, that means we lose everything. That's how humans, right? We're very bad. That's why we're always going with momentum, always linear. Okay, it's very hard for humans to imagine a trend line. I'll show you right now, friends. There's like a trend line over time. Yes, this is like crypto going up over time, right? And people are bullish at the tops and bearish at the bottoms, friends. But the thing is the trend is just going up over time. That's what it is. And see this top part, these trend parts? Yes, the crowd is always expecting higher and higher. That's what the crowd's always expecting each time. So all you're doing is you're just going off history, you know what? You guys always say it's never going to diminish. You guys always say it's going to go longer, and then it's never started. So the words of the crowd, they mean nothing to you. The only thing you can actually control is how much you buy. That's it. And of course, when you sell. But here's the problem. What if the time of when you sell isn't high enough for you? That's what actually happens. What if that happens? That's why I'm like, hey, what if we reverse engineer that? What's the actual only thing you can do? Buy depression. That's the only thing you can do. Okay? Because everything else, when it comes time to sell, well, that's 50-50. What if you don't own enough? What if you don't own enough? What if the Euphoria phase happens so low or so early that you're like blindsided? Like, you know, friends, it's not even what if. It literally happened a few years ago. Weren't you all here? I mean, you're all here, friends. Look at this. Bitcoin, let me run you through this, all right? Bitcoin broke its all-time high, all right, in 2020, okay? It broke its previous all-time high from 20K. It was already, so in January, it hits 42K. Think about this. Bitcoin, we're looking at 5,000, 6,000, zombie-wise. In January of the next year, it's $42,000. Then in February, it hits $58,000. Think about this, okay? You see 42K month 1, 58K month 2 of the year. And you know it's a bull market year. What did everybody say? They said, if you don't think 100K is coming, you're an idiot. You are stupid. You're going to be laughed at. And people did laugh at everybody who said it's not coming. They laughed. Who's laughing now, though? But look what happened. But it still took time, by the way. Look, Feb hits it. Look, you had still, this is when alt season, technically, this is when the crowd starts getting excited. It was March 2021. So you had March and April of 2021. Those were the 2 alt season months, and then half of May. May was the final finishing blow, 2 weeks there. So it's exciting for 60 days, and then the 2 weeks of May, and then everything went to zero, pretty much. Okay? But look at this time difference, by the way. So, were you stupid? Can I ask you, if you were selling in Feb, right, at 57K, 56K Bitcoin, you look like a genius later on. But at the time, you did not look smart at all, because March appears. So you have half of Feb pretty much, alt season. You have all of March, April, and 2 weeks of May. They got 2 to 3 months-ish. Now, I'm not saying that's what comes next. I'm just telling you the acceleration of Bitcoin. Look at this. Whoa, look how fast we're accelerating. It was actually the end when it's like, wow, we already hit $58,000 in the second month of the year, and it's going to be it's a bull market the whole year. Is that crazy, man? Isn't that crazy? And guess what? That was the end. That was literally the end. That was the 90% of altcoins topped out there. 90%. So when we're looking at this, like, friends, I've got to show you, right? It's just like, we've got it right here. I've got the picture right here. Bitcoin will 381x. Here's why. So everyone always gets confused with this. The price targets themselves are not like the important part. Oh, what's this number? No, the number's not important. It's the psychology of the person showing you the number. That's important. That's the most important thing. It's like 381x, huh? Yeah, you weren't talking about that 6 months ago, were you? Why are you talking about that now? Go, oh, wow, you feel so confident because it's accelerating so much, so fast, that you now have the confidence to say these things. And you know, oh my gosh, just when they feel so confident, yeah, it goes the other way. Polar opposite to when everything is going down, 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 3 red monthly candles, can't bounce, everything goes up, goes rejected. All the bears come out and goes, ha, ha, ha. They're like, look how we can't even rally at all the way at the bottom down here. We can't rally. They come out and say, look at you. I have so much. That's what they tell you, friends. They tell you They basically, when bears, cucks, right? Bears are smelling poop in the woods. I've told you this many times. They have so much confidence to basically tell you that they're cucks. And they're like, see, I told you the right thing to do was to never be invested because it's all a scam and the world's going to burn to the ground. That's the most important part from this. I've also added a green line up here, friends. You see that? A green line. So I've got it up here now because that is Richard Hart's 240K Bitcoin. Okay, that's pretty much it. So, by the way, I already know, even if we get up there, everyone's going to say, no, this time is different. Cycle's going to go for longer. So it doesn't matter what happens. You know, eventually it's going to happen. Just that, where's Euphoria going to appear? Are you going to appear closer to down here, the channel, or are you going to appear it up here? We'll wait and see. Now, I know what everyone's looking at. They're looking at it right here. But let me tell you something, right? If I showed you this chart, right? If I showed you literally this chart, I go, look at this. We went the whole year, went up. Bitcoin 67K. Look how close 100K is, by the way. It's right here. Right? Look at this. Look, I tell you this. Look at this. You're telling me we can't close that little gap. That's what everyone's saying right now. They're like, look at this gap. The news is so bullish. How can we not close this little gap? That was the top. Isn't that funny? So people who are doing, that's why humans see we're linear. We're linear creatures. We're like, see, went up the whole way. You're telling me can't go another leg there. So that's what we're just trying to do. We're just trying to suss out what's the reason behind this call. Why am I saying this number? Why are you now throwing emphatic $1 million predictions out? Why? And don't forget, look at the facts behind it. It took 6 green monthly candles to do the job. You weren't telling me this number on the second green monthly candle. Okay, some people were. There was always people. There's perma bulls, friends. That's why you got to filter through the perma bulls, perma bit. Like you weren't that confident to tell me that. And by the way, the people who did do that, it never caught traction. All right? It did not gain any traction. They were there, and I was watching them. But now I'm saying this, wow, I'm getting posted this is more. Because this is the thing we have to see. People, look, you know, man, most people are selfish, self-centered. We live in this like TikTok generation now as well. So people think when they come across information that it's directly speaking to them, and then they're like, oh, I accept it. No, I reject it. No, They think like me. They're just being fed this over and over. They can't do the bird's eye view, right? Basically, just put yourself out. I think they call it do some sort of astral projection thing. Okay, so you put yourself out. You go, wait a minute, what's actually going on here? You go, are they trying to evoke an emotional response from me, right? Or are they themselves evoking a emotional response in themselves, and it's catching my attention? Right. Why are we listening to 381x Bitcoin or $1 million Bitcoin prediction task? 6 green monthly candles. That's why. I've just told you. It literally, one of the biggest, best revelations ever. It's like, oh, is there something you can look at? Yes, happens every single time. Trust me, 2 red monthly candles, it's game over by this point. 1 red monthly candle in crypto as well. It's like, oh, we better recover. That's what's going to happen next. So you just get to see, right? The final bear killer death blow was that plus 50% candle. So we're just ready for no matter what scenario happens. If it wants to do 1 month stall out or just keep going up infinitely, we don't care because you're ready anyway. You're long altcoins. That's the whole point. And I know there are a lot of new people, so I just got to remember to remind you, just because I may think something drops in the next 1 or 2 months doesn't mean I exit. That's not the plan. The plan from day one is buying the depression, selling the Euphoria. Is it Euphoria yet? No. Why? Because, friends, if we could predict this next week or this next month or 2, you do it. You do it. That's not the edge. The edge is to stay in your lane and stick to the game. That's your edge. Someone who's like a forward on a soccer team, they're not playing goalie. They're not playing on the wing on defense. They're not. Okay? So you have to stick to your competitive edges and your advantage. Our advantage is we were here in the depression. Now, as time goes on, we're going to see by June this year or December or even by 2025 January, your edge will be like, wow, there are a lot of new people in crypto. I bought in 2022 and 2023. These people are 2025 January buyers. You see, that's your edge. Just like today, friends, who's got the edge? Who's got the edge? People like me buying in the 4th quarter of 2018, in early 2019, okay, Bitcoin. That is my edge. And also buying altcoins in 2020. You see, when 2021 arrived, having the edge was, see, it's being early. It's being early. So I wonder how this plays out. Altcoins due for their time to shine. It's not easy to fade the crowd though, man. Look, that's why most people are still multi-cycle bag holders without ever making it. You know, it's just don't care about price calls, don't care about targets, don't care about being right, don't care about these. These are just fun, wishy-washy here and there. You're just preparing for every scenario. That's it, preparing for every scenario, because people still have, I know people come from, they're watching other YouTubers showing them Bybit leverage trading and all these other trading exchanges. Shout out to my exchange, because trading, friends, you got to be up or you got to be down. You got to be, you're using these squiggly lines and stuff. Their minds are so toxified from this type of mindset. They're playing a losing game. They're literally going to a casino where the house has an edge and they're continuously playing, thinking that, oh, no, I went on a Tuesday and Tuesday is my unlucky day. I got to go on a Wednesday because Wednesday is my real lucky day. And next time I don't want to bet on the number 4. That's a bad luck number. I got to bet on the number 12. That's my real good luck number. I was born. You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff, friends, that mentality, those are the retailers, exit liquidity. We don't play that game. We play the game where we understand cycles. We understand they got to print money. We understand the bullish undertone. But most of all, we understand human emotions. And we know no matter how high or low something's going to go, if people are depressed and crying, that's the market confirming to you these are cheap prices. You got to flip it on the other way now. If people have no pants on, eating jelly beans, they got some glitter, they're dancing around, flailing their arms, woohoo! When they're doing that, that's telling you prices are expensive. Now, expensive means we are running out of buyers in the future. It means a lot of the buyers we have. So, friends, if you have here's the thing. If you have a jar of water and you're pouring it into a cup, okay, the water never tells you, hey, we're running out from the jug, right? You have to look at the jug. The jug's like emptying, right? You have to physically look at the jug. Well, this is the exact same thing in markets. We've got the crypto bucket and the jug is pouring in. And everyone's saying, no, the jug's got a lot left or it's got a little left. But what are the signals out there? Where's the jug? Okay, because you can't see it out there. That's why. But there are proxy signals, right, out on the outskirts that let you know that the jug is actually running out of water. Okay, we're near the end of running out of water. But see, friends, you know when the jug is, when it's still 100% full and 50%, and 20% full, it's still pouring the same rate of water. You can't tell whatever's less in the jug. It's still going the same amount. You know what I mean? It's just at some point it cuts off. Okay, so that's what we're just trying to think about in our minds here. And that's what we talk about, top signal things that traditionally happen. And altcoins gone ballistic for 60 to 90 days. It's basically everybody who's wants to get into Bitcoin and crypto says, well, Bitcoin, I've missed it. Let me go buy this other stuff. They're high flying. And then we hit irrational exuberance. Because then people are saying, well, I'm just buying stuff because it's going up and it's fun. That's irrational exuberance. That's euphoria top. Because you're not buying stuff based on its fundamentals. You're not buying stuff based off, hey, I like this network. I want this for the yield. This has got a good community. Metcalf's on all these. You're not buying it because of that. You're buying it because it's fun now. You see? And that is the meme coins and everything starting to rocket harder and harder and things accelerate. They're like, well, this thing's going up, so I've got to buy. It's reflexive, right? Until it goes the other way, then it's reflexive on the down way. So, in a nutshell, right, we're not here to convince. I'm not here to convince anyone. Don't really care. You can't convince the crowd, man. Friends, go back to my 2021 tweets. I sold the top of Phantom, sold the top of Solana, sold the top of FTT, just selling the tops everywhere, tagging their communities. No one's listening, man. No one cared. And the people who did messaging me all over Telegram going, you're wrong. We have more to go. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, well, look, man, bro, this thing is up 37x versus Ethereum in a straight line for 18 months. That was Luna, by the way, something around there. And I'm like, well, here's the thing, man. Yeah, it might go longer, but bro, you got to be getting something else to protect yourself. Like, hello, you just got 38x on Ethereum. You've made 700x on USD. You're telling me it hasn't, like, it's just getting started? And they said, yes, look at the adoption. Look at this, look at that. Look at all that adoption here and there. Who cares, man? We know what to do. Like, subscribe, bell button, or tell mum and dad you love them. Catch you soon.